everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have my update for Supernatural Pan Interrupted. This is a project that I created way back in 2018 because I love the Supernatural series. It is no longer on air, but there were 15 seasons, and I'm attempting to pan a product for every single episode that ever aired for all 15 seasons. I'm not trying to finish a product for every episode because that would take me a literal lifetime, and that's not going to happen. But I am setting goals. My goals are now easier than they used to be because I'm only on season 6, which is kind of crazy pants, but whatever. I did start this on August 19th of 2018, and yeah, I'm only on season 6, so that is why I have kind of changed tactics and decided to go with easier goals, because I was trying to finish a lot of stuff back then, and yeah, I do way too many projects now to make that happen. But I digress. There is going to be a spreadsheet. There's going to be a spreadsheet of everyone that I know that has done this project at some time or another. I know some people have kind of dropped out of it, which is kind of cool. It's quite the undertaking, and some people have joined in late, which is cool too. I love it when people jump in on an older project. You can set your own goals, so there's no stress of trying to finish things by a certain amount of time. You just go at your own pace, you have fun with it. So if you enjoy Supernatural and you enjoy panning and you want to jump in on this, I would love to have you do this with me. Just let me know down below and I will get you put into my description box so other people can find you and cheer you on. And let's see, I am personally doing 6 prompts at a time because the number 6 is very integral to the whole Supernatural thing, and that's what I chose to do. Some people have done more episodes at a time, some people less. Whatever works for you. There's no rules. We're okay with that. So, of my 6, I'm very happy to say I have 2 rollouts, which means I will be rolling in the next 2 episodes. Kind of excited about that. All right. Yeah, and I'm remiss. I am not wearing a Supernatural t-shirt. I actually had one on yesterday, and I should have saved that shirt for today. I've got Ghostbusters on today. It's still kind of keeping with the theme, but I should have put on a Supernatural shirt. I have multiples, but if it makes any difference, I am actually wearing Supernatural socks, but you guys can't see them. But trust me, I'm wearing Supernatural socks. They're hunter socks. All right, let's get into this update. So the first rollout, I'm just going to go in order, and as some of them will be rollouts, some of them will not be. But the first one happens to be a rollout. So season 6, episode 7, Family Matters. And I had the Sinful Colors Trend Matters Fuchsia U nail polish. I had it in for 5 uses. I actually do have it on my nails today with another polish that is in this project. But I have reached my 5 uses on this one. Not 3, 5. I've learned my lesson. The new stuff coming in is going to be for 3 uses. So yeah, this one got my 5 uses. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I really like this polish. This may end up in a future project polish. If I go back to doing project polish, I took the year off on that one, but I digress. We're here for Supernatural. Yeah, I enjoy it. So that is going to go back in my nail polish drawer, and we'll revisit that another time. Moving on to episode 11, that is Appointment in Samara, and I chose the Keys Soul Care Be Luminous Exfoliator. Let me turn it the right way so you can see it. I brought this in for 10 uses. It is a lovely product, but I've only used it once, which is kind of crazy. And I think part of that is because I like to do scrubs in the shower, and this is glass. And I'm nervous with glass in my shower because I have 3 young kids that, they're not super young. My baby just turned 9, and my big guy literally just turned 13, but he's not the most, I don't want to say with it, because I think he is with it, but he doesn't pay attention. He does have ADHD. He's on the spectrum, and he's in his own world half the time. And I'm just nervous that they're going to knock over glass and get hurt. So I think that is part of why I have not put this in the shower and gotten my uses on it. I need to do that. I really need to do that, but I don't know. I will get my uses. All right, tangent over. Moving on to episode 12, Like a Virgin. And I brought in the Cleona Cosmetics nail lacquer in the shade Dragantini. Looks like that. And that is the other polish that I have on my nails. So this is the combo that I have on, and I kind of like it. It's hard to tell. So there's pink underneath the Dragantini. Not the prettiest way to show you my nails, but that is what I am working on. So this one I did only bring in for 3 uses. I have 2 uses on it already, so I need to get one more use. I'm hoping that I can do that by the next update. My throat is doing funky things because of allergy season. All right, moving on to episode 13, Unforgiven. I brought in the Morphe Jaclyn Hill shade Hunts, and I'm holding it kind of carefully because it shattered. There, let's try to focus off of my face onto the shadow. I have not used this at all. This is actually in my Project Level Up, and I needed all of my uses in Project Level Up before I started working on it in this project. And then it shattered. Like in the last couple of days, it shattered, and I need to repress it and then get it into a makeup basket. It was going to go in my current makeup basket, but when it shattered on me, I'm like, I'm not even playing with it. We'll just push it off to a Franken Friday when I get around to it, and then I will get my 5 uses on that. Hopefully I can get my 5 uses on that. I know I will. I'm not worried about it, but I haven't yet. That's all I'm trying to say. For episode 14, Mannequin 3, The Reckoning, I brought in the Bobbi Brown Luxe Metal Rose palette, and I wanted to do this No Pan Left Behind style. I only have 4 shades left in here. No, 6 shades. I'm like making things up as I go along. 6 shades. And I think as of the last update, I had 4 more to go. I think that's what was in my head. Who knows with me. And I have actually used every single one now, and I'm very happy to roll this out. And like I said, I'll be rolling some new stuff in, but I do have one more episode for 15, The French Mistake, and I love that. Like, that is definitely in my top 5 favorite episodes, because that's the You Married Fake Ruby episode. It's kind of campy and fun. And I brought in the Coastal Scents Hot Pot in Victorian Ruby because, because Jared Padalecki married Fake Ruby. So it made sense to me. Brought it in for 5 uses. How many times do you think I used it? Big fat goose egg. I've been working on a ton of different eyeshadows, and that one just didn't make the cut. Like, I did this. I got this one finished, so, there's that. I just didn't use Victorian Ruby. It's beautiful. It's going to go with my Panette palette. I just need to actually put it in a makeup basket and get her done. I want to say I rolled that in last update, and it's not in a makeup basket. I'm not using it, so I need to remember to do that. So, editing Jess, put that in your makeup basket. All right, so I get to roll 2 new episodes in, and I have my products right here. So the first one is for episode 16, and then There Were None. Let me pull up the synopsis on that and see if I can read it without my glasses. I'm scrolling to get the storyline. All right, here it is. After a series of brutal murders, Dean and Sam and Bobby travel to investigate, and they meet Rufus. They team up and find that Eve, also known as the mother of all, is the responsible for the killings. That's grammatically incorrect. I think it should say is responsible for the killings. When they find a clue of the location where she might be, they stumble upon Samuel and Gwen, who are also chasing Eve. Soon they learn that Eve has created an evil worm that penetrates through the ear and forces the victim to kill. Now they do not know who might have been possessed by the creatures. So Eve, aka the mother of all, she's a problem child in this episode. So going based on that, I have chosen not your mother's, and that is the Matcha Green Tea and Wild Apple Blossom Conditioner. I figured the mother of all, not your mother's, kind of works in my head. It's going to work on my head in this case because it is conditioner. I just want to use this 3 times. I am trying to limit my uses, like I said. So I think 3 uses on this one, and maybe I will get to roll it out by the next update and roll something new in, and we can really get trucking through some of these episodes. All right, let's close that one out and get on to the next episode. So episode 17, My Heart Will Go On. I will read that in a second, but in this moment, and when I was first trying to pick out a product, I was actually kind of disappointed that I panned what's going on with my brain? Panned my Essence My Rose Will Go On palette last year. It's done because that would have been perfect for this prompt, but I don't have it anymore. So I had to find words. I had to find something else to fit that. So let me read the storyline. Hopefully this one is grammatically correct. After a series of weird deaths in Chester, Pennsylvania, Dean and Sam discovered that Balthazar has changed the history, avoiding the collision of the Titanic with an iceberg. I feel like there's some butterfly effect going on here. Now fate is intervening, murdering the descendants of those that should have died. The dilemma for the Winchester brothers is that Ellen and Joe are alive, and if Castiel restores the timeline, Ellen and Joe will be gone. Furthermore, Castiel advises Dean and Sam that fate is angry with them, and they need to kill her to survive. That is quite the dilemma, because Ellen and Joe were amazing and died in a previous season, and they were good peeps. And yeah, it was kind of sad. Like, it was super sad when they were killed, and I can understand the dilemma for Sam and Dean to want to keep them alive, but knowing that fate is going to take over and there's going to be problems. So, based on that synopsis and the issues with fate, I have chosen this ColourPop palette, only one shade. This is the Ballad palette. It is a quint, and this shade right here is called Fate. I thought it was just absolutely perfect for this, since I didn't have the Essence My Rose Will Go On palette. You can't go wrong with Fate. So I have brought this in just for 3 uses because, again, we're going from 5 uses down to 3 uses to, like I said, start rolling through some of these episodes. And I think I can get 3 uses on this. It will be a really great outer corner shade. Let me swatch it for you. It is gray, medium tone gray with some glitters. I don't know if the glitters are actually going to translate. Wow, that's almost like a taupey gray. That does not look like that in real life, but it looks like that on the camera. In real life, that looks very gray. I don't know why it's coming across taupe. I wonder if it's because I have the colored lights around me and it's just like color correcting in the viewfinder. I don't know. I'll have to wait to see when I edit if it really looks taupey, because in real life, it just looks like a mid-tone gray, matte, maybe kind of a satin, with some glitters, micro glitters at that, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll have to see how it looks on the eyes and go from there. So, what do I have to play with? I think I can probably get 3 uses by the next update. I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. This one, I feel like that's going to be hanging out for a while. I think I can get 1 more use on the Cleona Dragantini. That should be no problem. I definitely think I can get 3 of these uses on Fate if it makes it in my makeup basket. I don't know that Victorian Ruby can have all of the uses on it. Let me see if it's a 3 use or 5 use. This one is a 5 use, just like Hunt's, and I got to get Hunt's repressed before I can even think about using that one, because I just got hair falling out everywhere. It's crazy. So Victorian Ruby's probably going to be hanging out. Hunt's is probably going to be hanging out, and the Keys Soul Care Exfoliator is probably going to be hanging out. So I might have 3 rollouts by the next update, which would be fantastic, because then I can roll in 3 more episodes, 3 more products, and go from there. If I can get some usage on the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Hunts shade and the Victorian Ruby shade, that would be cool. Those are colors that I'm not going to use frequently, and I'll be okay with just getting a few uses on those. But the others, I think I can roll through those 3 and, you know, have a little bit more excitement for the next update. So that is everything. I apologize for the rambliness. It's not even late. It's not even midnight yet. It's only a little after 11, which is early for me. So I don't know what's going on. That is my update. Definitely go check out some of the people that have joined in. They're going to be linked down below. If you want to join in, please, I would love to have you join me on this crazy painting journey. There is no hard and fast rules. Just have some fun with it. Enjoy your stuff. Chill project. Do whatever works for you. All right, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.